Hello! Perfidious Beat here, back to continue striving to meet the expectations of this old chewed up pile of rich Corinthian leather here in this rocking chair in the long dark. And you know what, Grandmother? Based on your dialogue, I know that you expect the worst of me. You keep calling me a mainlander and an outsider and telling me how very, very soon I'll be dead, etc., etc., etc. And you know what? I gotta admit, I'm living up to your image so far. I'm feeding you mostly old dog food while keeping all the best stuff for myself. But you know, I am feeling maybe a little more magnanimous than usual today, so I'm gonna ask a question very quickly, Grandmother. And, you know, hear me out before you interrupt and start calling me a rich Yankee asshole and telling me to check my privilege, because I know what I'm about to say is gonna sound a little insensitive up front. In fact, it's gonna sound insensitive as hell, but I've got a point, so please just, you know, indulge me for a moment, if you will. My question is, has anybody ever told you, Grandmother, that your skin looks a little bit like that congealed skein of sludge that accumulates on the top of gravy if you leave it sitting out on the table too long? Has anyone ever told you that you have gravy skin? Because I gotta say, damn girl, you ashy as hell. And I know that's discourteous, but I only ask, you know, for a noble cause here. I feel compelled to offer that since you have me out scavenging the area for food, you might theoretically want me to also see if I can rustle you up like a bottle of Jergens or something. Maybe a little lotion, some aloe vera or cocoa butter in it, something. Even just a good old-fashioned can of Vaseline would probably do you good, right? Maybe boil down a little bear grease, liquefy some wolf fat. Something that you can smear on that skin of yours, girl, because I gotta say, if the way you look is the price of survival here, Grandmother, I don't know if maybe humanity isn't just better off dead. I really don't. I leave that question to the wisdom of the elders, and in the meantime, I'm gonna go try and find your dumbass something else to eat. I'm curious if we have to gut a rabbit, or like if we can just get, if we could maybe just get like a rabbit or a deer or something and leave it with you, not actually have to dress it out. I do not want to wander around in this fog, by the way. This is a non-starter for me. Wandering around in this fog is simply unacceptable. It's going to be way too easy for us to get ambushed by a predator, so I'm not going to do it. What I am going to do is come over here to the Milton Credit Union and just, have I looted these vehicles? I have not looted this vehicle. Also, I'm pretty sure I heard a wolf's footsteps coming up, so I'm glad I got in this car. Well, I'm less glad now because it was empty, but... Yep. Okay, I did in fact hear a wolf. And there he is. Hello, puppy. I'm tempted to just straight up try and bare knuckle this wolf. I'm not kidding. I'm tempted to just try and straight up kill him. See if we can take him out. And if we can take him out, see if we can harvest his flesh and feed it to the Grandmother. I'm genuinely curious here. In the meantime, I mean, I'm just sitting here. If I could only turn on the radio and listen to like a little Waylon Jennings or something, I mean, I'd feel a little more at home. Sitting in an old pickup truck outside a credit union in a rundown, beat-up old defunct town like Milton. I need like the soulful stylings of maybe a Willie Nelson or a Johnny Cash, or, you know, something that's gonna sing to the bitter lonesomeness that's affecting my soul. I'm in this crazy-ass, miserable shit dump of a town, and my only companion is a crazy old woman who's like, go get me some dog food, boy! It's a harsh reality, it really is. That wolf's gonna be all over us immediately. That's fine, we're just switching cars. Okay. I mean, we found some old beef jerky in here. That's good. We're not gonna be able to stay the night in this car because it's way too cold. But this wolf should eventually get bored. Honestly, though, I'm almost considering just fighting it. What's our condition like? We are not injured at all. We might be able to take him. Alternatively, the other thing we could do, you know what? Now would be a great time for us to test our rabbit ploy. We could try our rabbit bait and see if it works. You know what? I don't hate that idea. Let's hop from vehicle to vehicle. And maybe we try and see if we can distract this wolf with a rabbit. I mean, we don't have to now because we made it into the credit union safely. Why are you coming back to the credit union? Well, there was like a locked locker or something in here that I couldn't get to because previously I didn't have a crowbar, and now I am equipped with a crowbar. I'm going to start prying my way into all these locked boxes here. Trunks and whatnot we also wanted to search. decent combat boots. I mean, I'm definitely taking those. 1, combat boots, and I tend to spend most of my time fighting wolves. And 2, these boots are metal as hell. Look at this, man. This is, oh, they're good. They're also really warm. They weigh, okay, they weigh more than our old boots, which is bad. They're not as waterproof, but they are considerably warmer. Like, they're way warmer. They're considerably more windproof. They're way better armor. They do slow us down. You know what? Yeah. I'm putting on the combat. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Got like some platform action. Steel-toed Wolverine combat boots. It was damn sure worth busting into that locker for. That's all I'm going to say. Got me some kicking kicks, man. These kicks are kicking. Anything else in here that we needed to previously pry open, but for whatever reason couldn't? Okay, we need a key for that. Gotcha. Open deposit box. So these other deposit boxes, we're going to actually need a key to get into. I wonder where we find these other 2 keys. We need a key for, what, 15 and 20? All right. Keep an eye out for that. The combat boots were well worth the price of admission here. Wasn't there something? There's like a locker back here or something? Yeah. That we also couldn't pry open? No, we already searched all these. I thought there was another thing in here that we needed a crowbar for. We never searched the trash can in the bathroom. Well, turns out we didn't miss anything. All right, I still feel remiss about my ineffective looting. So let's, okay, we're going to try something with this wolf. One of 2 things is about to happen here. 1, either we're going to fight his ass and kill him and steal his bones and give him to the Gray Mother. Or 2, we're going to see if our rabbit distraction technique will pay any kind of dividends whatsoever. Or the third option, which I would have considered the least likely until a moment ago, he may have just gotten bored and wandered off. Which appears to be the case. Suits me. You don't want to fight me, and I don't want to fight you. The less we have to do with each other, wolf, the happier everybody I think is going to be. I'm not fearing the wolf anymore, though. I've come full circle on this. I'm in Blue Oyster Cult territory. I don't fear the Reaper anymore. I'm done fearing the Reaper. He's come calling. I'm like Romeo and Juliet now, though, baby. I don't fear the Reaper. I don't care. You want to come calling for me, wolf? You come calling. You come knocking at my door. You come knocking at my door. I'm going to introduce you to the Reaper firsthand. I'm going to hook it up. You're not going to have a misconnection on Tinder. Be like, I was a wolf wandering alone in the woods. You were the grim reality of cruel nature. Come to take my life. Nope, that's not going to happen. Next time, you're going to be dead. What's over here? Can we break this down? Or at a minimum, can we at least get some cattail stalks? Like, this is not harvestable. All right. Where does this go? Cattail stalks? Nope. There's literally nothing back here? Now that's disappointing. I'd figure every time you see waterfalls in video games, hey, developers, Hinterland Studios, I don't want to start firing shots here, but I feel compelled to admit that paradigm for video games, waterfall means secret of some variety. Anytime you see a waterfall in a video game, there's some manner of like secret treasure. Something is gonna go on down there, man. You gotta make with the goods. There's gotta be goodies, gubbins, something back there, something to motivate the player to go look at the beautiful object that you've created. Be like, oh, look, we made a pretty waterfall. We want to motivate the players and give them a reason to go look at it. You're right. You do want to motivate the players and give me a reason to go look at it, and I want to go look at it and get those gubbins. You see how you have failed me, and that in failing me, I stopped to not appreciate just what something you made beauty for the sake of beauty. Because I'm a scumbag. That's why. Still keeping an... Okay, there's a wolf. Do I want to fight this wolf? No, I don't. I don't feel like there's anything to be gained from fighting that wolf. If we could find another wolf... what's our hunting opportunities here? We're... Yeah, so we're... Like here, across this bridge. We have to go all the way behind... You know what? No, I'm not going to go all the way behind the church to try and rustle up some rabbits. There's got to be some better hunting grounds somewhere. And at this point, I think rabbits are probably about our speed. Like, they're the one thing we might be able to successfully trap, hunt, and kill. Alternatively, I suppose we could just feed the Grey Mother a bunch of cattail stalks. Honestly, though, kind of keeping those for myself. This is going to sound cruel, but I think cattail stalks may be too good for the Grey Mother. Calorically dense, lightweight, they are the superfood of the long dark. I can't, honestly, tell you how strongly you should embrace the cattail stalk meta. If I could give you one piece of advice, that piece of advice is going to be, you know, keep your cattail stalks. It's getting real dark. Or rather, it's very close to darkness. We probably shouldn't be doing this. This is a bad time of day to be doing this. Something is dead. Possibly a deer? Cattail stalks? Mmm. Salty. There's another footbridge down here. Okay. We haven't really been to this area before, have we? So we came down the river. We gotta be... If there's a bridge, that means we're like... I really wish the map would just center on my... Is there a way to make it center on me? So we're like right around here somewhere. I really do wish there was a way to make it when you open the map that it was just centered on the player. It'd be like, you are here. Not always on the exact same spot that's nowhere near where I happen to be. There's a building down here. We haven't looted any of this, but look at all the freaking wolves down there. 1 wolf, 2 wolf, 3 wolf, 4 wolf, 5 wolf, 6 wolf. We're gonna die? This is not a game of red fish, blue fish. 1 wolf, 2 wolf is much less fun to play. The other thing we could do, we could build an emergency fire and try and scare off the wolves with torches. Okay. Let's try this as a tactic, actually. We also have an emergency bunny, just in case. So what if we come over... We need to find a place that's out of the wind, though, to build our fire. So like here, maybe? Alright, let's try this. We're going to build a campfire. Cardboard matches a cattail head. Just use a stick for now. We're going to be near the fire. The fire itself will scare wolves away. I don't think they will approach a campfire. So we can use this as like a readout. This could be like our base. This is our Alamo. When shit gets bad, we fall back to here and go, John Wayne, save us. And then John Wayne dies at the end and we're all really sad because some dude stabs him in the heart.
Damn it.
Yep, I was thinking pretty much exactly that same thing there, Will. You know what? Let's use a book this time. I really feel like I should be getting much better at starting campfires. It's a 75% chance. Our campfire starting skill is not going up as quickly as I'd like. Oftentimes we fail to burn a book, man. Let's go. Wrestle to life here. Fire is life. We be fire, we be light, we be life. We be blue electric angels. Come be we and be free. Nobody in the universe got that reference, Pete. You know what? Google it. Blue electric angels. There you go. So we're going to add some fuel. Let's get our campfire burning, and we're going to take a torch. Okay, so we've got... I just stepped into a fire. I have burned myself. You have suffered burns. Okay.
That hurts so much.
Yep. Well, I mean, you did just walk into a campfire, you idiot. You got nobody to blame but yourself for that one. So we can sprint back towards the fire if threatened. I don't know what the safety radius is going to be on this fire, though. That's the question. Okay, we sprint back towards the fire. And you're afraid. Okay. The campfire radius, however, is very small. That's the only problem. Very, very small. So we can build a defensive campfire. All right. That's good to know. So put this torch in, back into the fire, take a new torch. You know what? Add another stick in there. I don't like this at all because I hear the pitter-patter of wolf feet everywhere. It's making me real nervous. Also, I am apparently starving. Guess I'll eat some moldy beef jerky. Did the burns somehow make me more hungry? I'm confused. I wasn't hungry before I came down here, really. Is there anything of note in this place? Did I come down here all for... I came down here absolutely did nothing, didn't I? Well, there's like an outbuilding over there, but that just looks like another shed. Now, there's potentially a farmhouse down there, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can make it before our torch runs out. There is another wolf over there. Let's try the bunny plan. Look, delicious bunny. He wants him. It worked! Bunny rabbit ploy strikes again! Alright, that's actually really good news for us. If we can use old bunny rabbit carcasses that are like half-eaten, that's perfect. Prairie Meadows Farm. New location discovered. Well, I already have to admit I don't like the Prairie Meadows Farm at all because it's completely surrounded in an area that's just surrounded by wolves. On the plus side, the Prairie Meadows Farm does have some abundant supplies of bunny rabbit and what appears to be a place where we can sleep for the night without being killed. So, that's good. Also, we might be able to get ourselves some rabbit because we don't really have any food. Why is the rabbit sprinting? That rabbit just fucking teleported, man. Was it scared by our torch? It might have been scared of our torch. Okay, pick this up. Let's go check out this house. Maybe they left some food or something. Well, we got some rose hips, if nothing else. It is getting dark. Anything on the front porch? Nope. Just, okay.
Door's locked. Maybe the keys are around here somewhere.
I mean, what are the odds of that, though? They seem pretty slim. Maybe the keys are around here somewhere. In the truck, maybe? Found an old pair of work gloves, some reclaimed wood, chunk of cedar firewood. Okay, those things are all useful.
Freezing out here.
Keys in the tractor or the barn, maybe? We're starting to get cold. That's a bad sign. They left the keys in the truck, though, right? That's where they left the keys. The keys are definitely in a truck. I can feel it.
Truck seems to be dead. Engine won't even start.
Oh, that's okay. Truck seems to be dead. The engine won't start. But we found the one thing we care about, and that we got the key to the house. I really want to take their air freshener. Is that wrong? It'd be like, you know what I could really use? Really use a little fresh scent of pine. So we have the key to the farmhouse, which is good because it's going to be dark very, very soon. How come it actually got brighter even though the sun is lower in the sky than it was a minute ago? I have to admit to being confused by that. All else fails, we can run and hide in that tractor. What's going on in here, though? A snare. Trap line. Okay, we'll come back to that help. Oh, there's a workbench in here. If only there were like 75 fewer wolves around, I'd be a little more enthused by this potential place as like a homestead. Always looking for... Ah! Where did you come from? Oh god, he wrecked us too. Sprained ankle. Where did that wolf come from, man? Guy came out of... Okay, so we got real first aid issues here. Like a damn ninja, man. He was all over us. Though I can't... How come I can't see my condition? Okay, so we got blood loss from a wolf bite. We're burned. We have an infection risk. We got a sprained ankle. Okay, so first things first.
More in me.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it here. Wolf bite, blood loss treatment. Why can't I apply a bandage? I have bandages in my inventory. First aid, bandage, apply to blood loss from a wolf. He bit me in the heart!
I'm not ready to die.
Okay, so the blood loss is healed. I think that the campfire burns, the infection risk. Okay, we'll take care of those in a minute. The infection risk is fine. I just want to loot this rest of this and get the hell out of here. The freaking wolf, man. Oh, was he chewing on this guy? Was he... Lockbox key. That's all you had? That's all you had. I came in here and fought a wolf for that. I got to admit, I'm a little salty. The workbench is a very nice find as well.
Damn. Just like the truck.
Is there... Well, I mean, the truck had a useful item in it in that it contained a key. This does not. Plus, I think when I interacted with the wolf, I did not choose an appropriate weapon. And so that wolf is actually... Because I think I just punched him to death with my fist. I'm not happy about that. Not even a little. I didn't... Oh, Pete, you've been out there fisting wolves? It's not funny. It's not funny at all. That wolf is not going to die. If we had killed it, at a minimum, we could have probably harvested its flesh and fed it to the Grey Mother. Instead, we got nothing out of it except, a bite to the heart. Hope there's some food in here. Also, I want to apply antiseptic to my wolf bite. God, it's like a ninja, though. Okay, so apply it to wolf. No, campfire burns. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm pretty sure the campfire burns will, like, heal on their own eventually, and the sprained ankle will definitely heal on its own. We could take some painkillers if we wanted to, but I don't really feel the need to waste them. This house better have some good shit in it, too, by the way. We came all the way. There's a sewing kit. All right, well, it was immediately worth it. Stack of papers. We can't really see very well. Oh, you know what? Now's the time. Turns out, we have a lantern. Forgot I had this. There's an old broom. Okay. Well, we can burn 8 trillion books if we need fire. Stack of papers. There's actually another lantern in here. What's in this cabinet? Something good. This house better damn well be worth it. Most importantly, it does have a bed, so we at least have a place to sleep without, we can sleep without freezing. What's in here? A ski jacket. I bet that bad boy is warm. Yeah, another old book and some newsprint. Just what we needed. What's in this trunk? Oh, a gun. Come on. Worn trail boots and some cloth. Not exactly what I was expecting to find in the cabin of a lonely hunter, I'm not gonna lie. Some wooden matches here, which we will take. Old lunatic cabin out in the middle of the woods. Are you thirsty? Well, I guess we're thirsty. We have plenty of water. Great. Okay, let's search these dressers and see if we can maybe find some warmer clothing. Some worn woolen socks. We found a sewing kit and a ski jacket. A worn dress shirt. It doesn't really strike me as apocalypse appropriate, either from an aesthetic standpoint or alternatively just from a warmth standpoint. Dress shirt, not particularly warm clothes. What's in here? Some old woolen mittens. It's one of, Oh, I think our lantern is going out. Can we put more fuel in our lantern? We have lantern fuel, I know. I mean, I thought I had lantern fuel. Oh, our lantern, okay. I almost was positive we had... Did we not bring lantern fuel? Did we leave it all behind? We probably should have fueled that lantern then, I guess, before we left the house, because now we're just going to be here, alone, in the dark, with potentially... You know what? No, we need the lantern back out. I need a light source. Light the lantern. If we can light it at all. Lantern. We gotta try and find something to eat before we go to sleep. Kitchen's gonna be our best bet for that. Water bottle. We'll get that note later. Yeah, we need food. Something we can use to get into our bellies. Tin of sardines will do. Some herbal tea. Less good. Anything in a stove? Oh, you know what we should do? Let's just Lantern, you can go out now. And we will start a fire. Because we're going to want to warm this place up. A fire at nighttime. We have plenty of books. We got a whole library of crap we can burn. And they're heavy. I don't want to carry them around anyway. We might as well chuck a couple of these on the fire. I'm going full Fahrenheit 451. That wolf snuck just up on me. And I shrieked exactly like a frightened child, too, as well. Like your 9-year-old niece the first time you decide to play peekaboo. And you just jump up from behind the couch. And she was fun at first, but... She hasn't developed object permanence yet, and you stayed down behind the couch too long, and she forgot you were playing a game. Then you peeked up over the couch, and it actually scared the shit out of her. She screamed and started crying. I do want to go take a look at that workbench, though, if only to see what kind of stuff we can manufacture with access to a workbench. Tinder plug. Please have some food. That isn't old sardines. Nope. Trash can, maybe?
Use this.
Not really. Oh, here we go. We're in this is like a pantry. Accelerant. I don't suppose there's lantern fuel in here. Well. Oh, this place is a gold mine. Look at all this food. Stacy's grape soda, orange soda. It's a gold mine. A gold mine. It's a gold mine of food. So we're probably getting... Oh, another can out of Stacy's Grape. Cardboard, stack of old newspaper. Any of the rest of this stuff worth a shit? It seems like whatever's in there... Wait, is that a can of paint? Why do you have an old can of paint in your pantry? That's just begging for trouble. Ah, you know, I like the extra flavor the lead gives it. It's a good way to get some extra minerals, vitamins and minerals. Just eat old lead. Trash can.
I think I can use this.
No, I mean, you really can't. A book, an old model tractor. Floppy disk, another can of Stacy's. Man, this guy loved his Stacy's Grape soda. A true Canadian, without a doubt. Open the lockbox. We have the key for this. Guns and bullets. Emergency kit note. The emergency kit is distributed free of charge by the Great Bear Earthquake Memorial Society, GBEMs, on our non-profit work. Our motto, we remember. Okay.
This stuff will come in handy.
Also a bandage, some cardboard matches, an MRE, a flare, 2 flares, 3 flares! Man, the Great Bear Memorial Society really did us a good turn there with all those flares. Oh, I don't want an old stack of papers.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Really? Starting to weigh you down? Well, let's go burn some of the 85 trillion books you've got in your inventory. Here, throw this torch back in the fire then. And we have how many books? 8. Yeah, so... There you go. Those will burn for a little while. Man, I really want to steal their blender, though. That's a top shelf, man. We're not talking like one of those cheap Oster brand blenders. That is a top of the line. It's not one of those KitchenAids. This is like a Cuisinart style full food processing machine. It's not just a blender. It also whips, slice, dices, and makes julienne fries. That's a top of the line piece of a kitchen hardware. Peanut butter! Oh, and a new can opener, too. We could give one of those can openers to the old lady. The old lady really, really wanted a can opener. I remember we could get a lot of trust from her, but at the time, we only had one can opener. We were like, no way in hell, lady, are you getting our one can opener? Also, we should probably eat something. All right, let's take a look at our food. We got a 30% can of dog food we could feed the old lady. I wouldn't mind brewing up a cup of coffee. This MRE is in terrible shape. Okay, the MRE is in terrible shape, but it's 1,750 calories. You know what? We're feeding that to the old lady. I'll eat a rancid can of dog food if I have to, but I'm feeding that to the old lady. Well, speaking of which, while we got this fire going, heat up this can of peat. Nope. Okay, you know what? We made this mistake the last time. We're going to have to eat dog food. Eat the dog food first, Pete. First eat the dog food, then heat up the can of peaches. The peaches are the chaser, Pete. The peaches are the chaser. You don't lead with the peaches, dog. You lead with the dog food. Then you heat up the old can of peaches. Cup of coffee. No, get the banged up Pinnacle peaches. Cook those bad boys. You know, really you should open that can before you put them on the stove. If you heat a stove like that, it makes it into a sort of an improvised pressure vessel. You throw just a can of peaches in a campfire, those fuckers are going to explode. And one, that's a waste of good peaches. And two, I mean, potential shrapnel catastrophe would be, could kill somebody. It's just a serious risk. I think we're just going to make a cup of tea as well. Herbal tea. Make me a nice cup of tea. I've had a shitty day. I got burned by my own campfire. I got gnawed upon by a wolf. I'm having a bad day, man. I could really use just a nice, relaxing cuppa to take the edge off of here. A cup of tea is 110 calories? I'll be damned. There we go. Benefit, improved rest. Huh. Throw that old torch in there. Take a new torch. I really want to steal that blender, man. Look at that bad boy. It's like a Food Ninja 10,000. Metal pot. Anything over here? Nope. So we're going to feed the MRE to the old lady. It'll be the one nice act we've done. Be like, hey, lady, this MRE is guaranteed not to spoil, but it's going to go bad relatively soon. I don't want to carry it around. It's a bunch of calories of the 8,000 you need. You don't need any first aid. We're going to go to sleep and you'll be fine. Let's continue looting this man's office. More books. I mean, we could start a month-long fire with just this guy's reading collection. We should also probably burn those trophies, not out of any particular need, but simply out of a sense of decor. We're really getting weighed down by all the books. We'll probably start a fire in the morning on the way out as well. Is there anything else in here? Feels like we have robbed this place for everything it has to... Oh, no, we didn't rob the bathroom yet. All right. Search bathroom trash. Searching the bathroom trash seems like a pretty questionable place to begin your search. I mean, probably all you're going to find is like some old wadded up toilet paper, used Kleenex, and, you know, maybe like a soiled tampon or something. Antiseptic is good. We can stick that on our wolf bite.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Another bandage. Give me your delicious toilet water. It's going to further weigh us down, but we also are relatively thirsty, so... One, I can't resist the delicious taste of the Tidy Bowl Blue. It's the one thing that keeps me going in this apocalypse is the hope of more delicious, delicious toilet water action. That's the only reason I'm still alive and fighting. It's because of the Tidy Bowl. Is there something behind the toilet? Oh, man, it's just a pipe. For a second, I thought they'd gotten really clever and hid something behind the toilet. Old newspaper. For a tiny town, Milton really had a very robust newspaper market. Like, everybody here read the paper. They all read the paper. They're so analog here. I have 13 books. You know what? Burn another one. I don't even care. We got nothing else to do with all these damn books, and they're heavy. What's the utilities bill? Overdue final warning. Dear Mr. Barker, your account with Mainland Power is now severely past due. Your account is in arrears to the tune of $1,256.45. That's a serious power bill, dog. Despite our attempts to contact you to remedy the situation, on this third and final warning, we regretfully report that we left no choice but to interrupt service immediately. Dispatch a recovery crew to repossess your leased solar block model BK1. Once your account has been brought up to date, we're happy to restore your service. Please note that all meter readings are carried out by impartial drones deployed by a remote monitoring station on Great Bear. If you'd like to dispute this reading, please contact your local ombudsman. Great title, by the way. Especially in a place where medical marijuana or regular marijuana is just legal. You'd be like, oh, what are you? I'm the ombudsman, Colorado City, Colorado, baby. Yeah. When I say I'm an ombudsman, I mean it. According to our records, is locating at someplace. Mainland Power Corp and the primary service provider of grid-based power for the Southern Great Bay region provide ourselves in dedication to customer service and have been awarded the Musk Green Service Medallion for the past 3 years running. That actually sounds like a bad thing. Those guys, no, we rated them Musk Green. Like to make a payment or communicate with us about your account status, we invite you to contact us by phone, email, social media, or drone mailer according to the contact information provided below. Thank you and have a nice day. Mainland Power Corporation. How is this helpful for us? I mean, I'll take it. I don't know what I'm going to do with an old power bill, but something? The fact that they have drone-delivered mail, by the way, is kind of a... Like, I mean, that's to eat your heart out, Jeff Bezos, I guess. They're like, yeah, what do you use drones for? Delivering small consumer goods? Nah, we use them to deliver utility bills. Overdue utility bill? Yeah, we deliver it by drone. We don't dick around out here, man. Can I bust this without a hatchet? No. I'm not going to use my hatchet to break that. I don't need firewood that badly. I have an entire library's worth of books. I mean, it's pretty late. We've got food in us. We've got water in us. We've searched everything. We've stolen pretty much everything this cabin has to offer. Oh, you know what we should do? I mean, can I just use my lit torch? Yes. There we go. I'm going to have a nice little fire in the bedroom. I'm going to start a little book burning blaze in here. We're going to get this place nice and warm. Starting fires with lit torches. Welcome to the future, folks. Welcome to the future. We should also be able to burn that broom. I should be able to snap that bad boy down with my bare hands and burn that. It's a broom. If I can't break that down with my bare hands, I'm going to be absolutely furious. We're going to take that other storm lantern, too. It may still contain fuel, is the reason we're going to take it. Let's just add this old ruin torch. Throw that in there. Are we going to burn? I mean, yeah, why not? Throw another book on the... Put another book on the bobby! I have to have a hatchet to break down a freaking broom. Well, that's just absurd. I'm going to take my storm lantern then, and I'm thinking it's time for us to turn into the night. Turn into the night? What are you, Batman, Pete? No, turn in for the night. Also, I'm Batman. You don't want to see me turn into the night. 10 hours. 945 cal. We're going to burn. Okay, so we're going to wake up really hungry. But yeah, let's get ourselves a good, hearty 10 hours of sleep. Because that should also heal our wolf bites and our sprained ankle. As well as our burns, I think. Burns will heal over time. It doesn't appear that our burns have healed. See, your general condition will be reduced until you treat the burns where you heal naturally. So the burns from accidentally stepping in our campfire apparently are going to be... You're really? Okay, I mean, we'll tend to that, but we'll tend to that next episode. I'm actually a little bit salty about the fact that my burns didn't heal overnight. I was in that campfire for like 1/8 of a second. How badly could I possibly have burned myself? Also, the burn is on my left hand, which doesn't even make sense. Anyway, if you want to... You know what, Will? You ain't the only one who could use a drink, pal. You ain't the only one. If you want to see us, see if we can rustle up a bottle of bourbon. I mean, this is an isolated cabin out in the middle of the Canadian wilderness. There's got to be some Yukon Jack in this thing somewhere. Might drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you want to see that, just drink it alone in an old rustic cabin, which I think may be the Canadian national pastime now that I think about it. Might consider subscribing as well. New episodes of The Long Dark every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Shalantha.